All right, Nude. Oh, sorry, didn't know you guys were. I guess I was recording there. So, yeah, what do you guys know about Tetris, Battle Tetris? Anybody trying to get the work? Because I'm real good at it, real good, unbeaten, 8 years. All right, let's pick up where we left off. Example 2. All right, writing the equation of a parabola. Okay, so we have here a parabola, okay, um, and in the other part we have a vertex and a point. So we have a vertex and a point. So how do I go about doing this? Okay, so let me flip this around. All right, here we go. Whoop. Let me make sure I get them bananas in that picture right there. Hopefully you guys can see them. Yeah, there we go. All right. So here we go. Um, we need to write the equation of a parabola. It's not too difficult. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. Let me just get my colors here. All right. So let's go ahead and try this. So we have the equation, all right, of a parabola in standard form. All right, and I'm going to write it as y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. All right, we also have from the other sections, okay, if you guys get out your notes, all right, we have talked about standard form, okay, and then I believe I have mentioned vertex form. I'm just trying to find that for you. Let's see. Where is that? Yeah, it's on. Let's see. Where are we? It's right here on graphs of quadratic equations, that page, okay? So it's up there in the box. So we have these two equations, okay? And I'm going to write y equals ax minus h squared plus k. So I got these two equations I can use to help me out. I think when you have the vertex, it's way easier to use this one, but in both of these, it doesn't really matter. But for the sake of these problems, I am going to use the blue one right here, okay? So my 2 points are 0, 4, and I have the point 2, 0. Okay, this one's the vertex, and this is just a point, so I'm going to make sure to label that for you guys. All right, now the vertex, when we're in vertex form, this is, I remember it as Harry Callis, HK. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and plug those points in. All right, so here we go. Let me get rid of this. Okay, let me move this above. Okay, so this was 20HK. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the H with 2. I'm going to replace the K with 0. All right, so now my equation looks like this. All right, but I didn't figure everything out. I still need to find A. So what I do is I take that other point, which was 0, 4, and I'm going to label that. But this one I labeled HK because it was my vertex. I remember Harry Callis. This one, okay, Farber, this one I'm going to label X, Y, and I'm going to use that to find A. So Y is 4, all right, when X is 0. All right, so I just plug those in, and now I'm going to simplify. So 4 equals A, which is what I'm after. 0 minus 2 is negative 2 squared plus 0. Well, negative 2 squared is 4. So this becomes 4 equals 4A. So A is 1. So my answer for this problem would be Y equals 1, parenthesis, X minus 2 squared plus 0. And of course, I could simplify it out from there. All right, so let's try the next one. My vertex is 4, 2 in this one. And my point is 2, negative 4. So I'm going to write Y equals A X minus H squared plus K. So here, this is Harry Callis. I'm going to plug those in. So this is going to be 4, and this is going to be 2. Okay? So let me put in everything else. Okay? Now, up here, we know that this is X, and this is Y. So I'm going to plug in negative 4 for Y, and I'm going to plug in 2 for X. So this becomes negative 4 equals A times 2 minus 4 is negative 2 squared plus 2. Bless you. I got my peeps. All right, so we got negative 4 equals negative 2 squared is 4, 4A plus 2. So now I subtract 2 from both sides, and I have negative 6 equals 4A. Now here, when I solve for A, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it as a fraction. So when I divide by 4, I get A equals negative 3 over 2. So my answer is Y equals negative 3 over 2, X minus 4 squared plus 2. All right, that's how we do those. And now for the real world application. Okay, this is example 3. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to read, all right, the problem, and I'm going to identify all the important parts. So each cable of the Golden Gate Bridge is suspended in the shape of a parabola between two towers that are 1,280 meters apart. All right. The top of each tower is 152 meters above the railroad or roadway. The cables touch the roadway at the midpoint between the towers. Write an equation that models the cables of the bridge. So for me, the most important thing is going to be drawing a picture. All right, so So we got this here. It gives me the points of negative 640 and 152. And this is positive 640 and 152. It told me at the midpoint, okay, right here it touches. That's going to be the point 0, 0. They gave that to us. And it says write an equation. So I have more information than I possibly need. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to identify my vertex. All right, that's 0, 0. I'm going to label it HK for Harry Kalas. All right, and then up here, I'm going to pick a point. I like the more positive point, so I'm going to be working with this one, although I could choose that one, and I'm going to label that XY. So now when I write my equation, y equals ax minus h squared plus k. All right, I'm going to start substituting everything in. H is 0, okay? And k is 0. All right, so I'm just filling in what I know. X is 640. Y is 152. And what I'm after is A, right here. So now I'm going to simplify everything I can. Okay, one more time. These came from the vertex, okay, Harry Kalas, HK. Okay, these came from this point, X and Y, so I plugged them in, all right? And now I just go ahead and do my best to simplify. So I have 152 equals A. 640 minus 0 is 640. Squared plus 0. All right. So okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply that out. I have it written down. It's 409,600. Okay, so 152 equals 409,600. Okay, that's what I got. Check me, because you guys know I don't use calculators. And A. So now I divide by 409,600. Okay, and I get A equals, and I write them as a fraction, so I got 19 over 51,200. So my answer, my final product, all right, so for the equation would be y equals 19 over 51,200 x minus 0 squared plus 0. And I could even clean that up, but I want to keep that in that format for you. Okay? Any more questions? Don't hesitate to reach out and I'll help you out. Okay?